Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. For you all, it appears as though things are going to get considerably more chaotic for Diddy, since he is indeed getting sued. This is Diddy's fifth or sixth claim in under 90 days, and listen, it's truly awful. His most recent informer is requesting $10 million, asserting that Diddy purportedly took it from him and went despite his good faith to break their arrangement. Now, we as a whole imagine that we had said a final farewell to Diddy and his considerable rundown of claims. However, it seems as though things are going to get genuine terrible for him, particularly since fans are presently hauling his shorty young Miami into the circumstance and saying that she's just as awful as Diddy. You all better get your teacups because it's officially break time. Diddy is currently confronting claim number 6. This time, a man is suing them. This man is suing P. Diddy for a tune considered terrible, like a demonstration, or something he's guaranteeing Diddy did. He took a melody, LLC or something. He needs some bread. He needs some bread. That seems to be Diddy's claim. Time is a long way from being over in light of the fact that things just went from being terrible to more regrettable for him in light of the fact that a young fellow is currently blaming him for attempting to swindle him out of his sovereignties for his terrible demonstration.
Diddy has been in the news for the past few months. And right when we believed that the claims were going to subside, and he could at long last take his legal counselor off a speed, he got hit with another claim once more. Now I realize that he is weary of these claims since he has been managing them since November 2023. He likely felt that 2024 would have been an extended period of him fixing his public picture and tidying things up. However, this new informant says psych and fill. A claim for 8 figures. Now this large number of claims can be straightforwardly followed back to Cassie, since she began this entire claim business against Diddy. Now under the steady gaze of her sensation claim, there were at that point reports about how Diddy supposedly was certainly not a hero that he introduced to be in the media. Currently, I'm not saying that Diddy is a miscreant, that he's at legitimate fault for everything that he was blamed for under the steady gaze of Cassie's claim. Yet I'm trying to say what the roads are talking about him now. The greater part of the charges around him were about him being on the DL. However, we won't get all into that since anything Diddy decides to do in his room is his business and not of our own for however long it's consensual. Yet there were other concerning charges and tales about how he supposedly placed out on Tupac and how he has purportedly been benefiting from Biggie Smalls passing. Now, you all got to remember this, that these are claims.
And nothing has been demonstrated against him right now since he has never been charged for any of these bits of gossip. In any case, Cassie's claim was the defining moment in light of the fact that she went in uncovering a wide range of stuff about their relationship that left us shook them. Claim was horrendous, and it even had a trigger admonition right on the first page, which set us up for every one of the wild things that were sitting tight for us in them. Lawful papers now, Cassie had a top end to say, guaranteeing that she was just 19. And Diddy was 37 when they met, and he marked her to his name. It wasn't long after that he effectively began chasing after her, which was odd in light of the fact that he was in a relationship with Kim Watchman at that point. Anyway, he and Kim separated sooner or later, and he began dating Cassie after that. From the manner in which she talked about it, didn't seem like she had a great deal to say in the relationship. She guaranteed that she was adhered, and
she needed to do anything he desired at whatever point he needed, and any way he believed her should make it happen. She likewise guaranteed that at whatever point she accomplished something that he despised, he would put hands on her and hurt her truly. She gave an illustration of this when she addressed a music maker in her club in order to additional her profession. She guarantees that Diddy flew off the handle, that he put hands on her until she tossed up. Yet we should not actually get into that cases and how he supposedly constrained her to get physically involved with numerous different men, particularly at companies, when he got off on it, or how he exploded Kai's vehicle purportedly on the grounds that he began dating Cassie when she was on a break from Diddy. Now, the claim was really shocking, and it made them reel in from shock. However, while we were all the while attempting to handle that entire claim and deal with it, 2 additional ladies thought of additional claims against Diddy, blaming him for supposedly saying them. The principal, Joey Dickerson Neal, asserted that Diddy purportedly sat her back in 1991. And as per the reports, the gripe charges come from purposefully stated Dickersons. Neal leaving her incapable of standing or walking. The suit said she left her beverage unattended with him at the cafe, and subsequently, under supposed strain from brushes, she endured a shot from a dull They then headed to a music studio, where the suit expressed itself when Dickerson Neal couldn't leave the vehicle. Combs purportedly took her to a spot he was remaining to say her as per the recording. And true to Form D, these legal counselors deny the claim, saying the latest possible moment claim is an illustration of how a good-natured regulation can be flipped completely around Miss Dickerson's 32-year-old story, which is made up and not trustworthy. Mr. Combs never heard her, and she involves organizations that didn't exist. This is simply a cash snatch and nothing more except for a third lady. Then documented a claim, likewise crediting Cassie, who gave her the strength she guaranteed that she and her companion had supposedly been examined by both Diddy and Aaron Lobby, whom they met at a party. She guaranteed that Aaron and Diddy were purportedly super coquettish with her and her companion, and offered them drinks over the course of the night after, which they welcomed the young ladies to an all-nighter at Aaron's loft. As per the claim, while at Corridor's condo, Jane Doe was offered more beverages and was pressured into getting physically involved with Combs. After Combs wrapped up doing his business, Jane Doe laid in bed stunned and damaged. While Jane Doe was attempting to get dressed, Paul supposedly jumped into the room, nailed her down, and constrained Jane to get physically involved with him. However, purportedly there was far more, and that on the grounds that, as per the claim, Diddy and Aaron then, at that point, alternated with her companion simultaneously. It just deteriorates in light of the fact that days after the fact, Combs went to the home where Jane Doe and her companion were remaining, became perturbed and purportedly attacked, and stifled Jane Doe until she passed out. Combs was supposedly searching for the companion since he dreaded she would tell the young lady he was with at the time. Then, at that point, there's the fourth lady who guaranteed that she was tried by Diddy Harvey Pierre and a third assailant when she was only 17. This lady ordered secretly. However, there have been a great deal of paranoid fears about her genuine character. As per the claim, Jane Doe, who was purportedly gotten by Harvey Wharf in Michigan, and she was traveled to New York at Diddy's studio, she guaranteed that she was purportedly given liquor and a few substances, after which the three men supposedly eased her. This was the straw that broke the camel's back for Diddy, and he in the long run emerged to put out an announcement where he hammered the claims and called them pointless. He said, "That's it for the most recent few weeks. I have sat quietly, furthermore watched individuals attempt to kill my personality and obliterate my standing and my heritage. Sting charges have been made against me by people searching for a speedy payday. Let me be totally clear. It didn't do any of the dreadful things being claimed. I will battle for my name, my family, and for reality." Now, this assertion appeared to quiet things down, and the claims dropped off after that. He presumably believed that things were in the quiet after that, and things appeared to be pushing ahead, and he was most likely taking actions to rebrand and fix his picture, just for him to get sued once more. And this time his boo thing, or shorty as he wanted to call her, got hauled straight up into it like I made. Statements were beginning to gaze upward for Diddy since he at last settled his claim that he had happening with the alcohol organization Diego. For some time, however, at that point he got hit with their $10 million claim for purportedly taking brand name privileges to act terrible to sell music and product. As per reports, a claim was taken care of by a prisoner at the Collins Remedial Office in New York named Charles Kenneth Jarr, and otherwise known as Charlie C. News sources guarantee that Charlie C. cases in the authoritative record that he had an authoritative concurrence with Shay Diddy comes organization Terrible Kids Section 4LC, which held his brand name for the Abad brand. Anyway, he says, hey, it never gave consent for the brand name to be exploited, notwithstanding Diddy doing so presently. On the off chance that you all missed it, Diddy in Miami dropped a melody last year named Actbed, and they had an entire carryout for the tune, and they even made a TikTok where he took her shopping. They too sold merchandise with the terrible demonstration logo, and as per Charlie C., this disregarded the understanding that he had with Diddy since he never gave him authorization for the logo to be utilized for merchandise report. Assent or information on Charles Canada Jr., the offended party, was placed into an agreement with Sean Combs, proprietor of Awful Kids Section 4 LLC, without assent. After that, respondents seeing Combs' legal counselor prevented him from noting messages from the offended party's attorney, Andrew Covington. He likewise asserted that he never came to a concurrence with Diddy in light of the fact that the cut-in rate that Diddy was offering was excessively low for him. However, Diddy went, despite his good faith, to utilize. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.